Hello YouTube, this is CyberKnight8610. Thought I'd show you guys something real quick. 41 PMs at the moment, so I know a few people are kind of aggravated. It takes me a while to go through them for trades and stuff. Well, that's the reason. Also, I'm getting close to 2,200 subscribers. Yay! One more thing I want to show you guys is that I I'm letting you guys do Yu-Gi-Oh card reviews if you want on my blog slash website. It will be a website soon, so that's kind of a little spoiler thing. I'm about to do like some big upgrades, so I hope you guys will check it out. And I have directions on how to send them to me right here. I will have a link to this in the description, of course. Now for the main thing that you guys came to see. Psychic discussion. There was someone, I don't remember username because I can barely even remember real names of people, and he wanted me to do a psychic discussion, so I thought I'd go ahead and do that. I need to do a dragony one as well, so that expect that later this week, if not next week, because everything's kind of crazy this week. Grebons. I thought I'd talk about him first. How can you talk about psychics without talking about Grebons? It's one of the best tuners out there, in my opinion. Level 2, very awesome. When this card is selected as attack target, you can pay 800 life points to negate the attack. It's very interesting card. I believe it was used in Teledad. Teledad's been such a long time ago, it seems like. And just a kick butt card. I just don't know of another way to explain it. It's just awesome. Psychic Commander. So you kind of scroll down, just kind of there. Well, you can see the attack and defense that way. It's an alright, let's see, level 3 tuner. It's not as good as Creebon's, I guess, but hey, it's an alright one. It was really good for when it first came out. And its ability is when a psychic type monster you control battles during the damage tab, you can pay life points in multiples of 500 or multiples of 100, 500 max, to have this card have the monster it's battling lose that much attack and defense till the end phase. Sorry, for some reason my reading is like really weird. Can't read today. But that's a pretty awesome card. You know, it comes handy. It was better a long time ago before we had like level 4 tuners and stuff like that, but it's a pretty good card. Psychic Emperor. He's a wannabe monarch, I guess you could say. A lot of people consider it a monarch, and it's pretty cool. See, its ability is when this card is normal summon or special summon, gain 500 life points for each psychic type monster in your graveyard. So you know it's not really as powerful as the monarchs in that aspect, because you know how monarch surges really kick butt whenever they are summoned. So yeah, it doesn't have one of those kind of abilities, but hey, it's an alright card. Especially if you're running psychics, which I hadn't seen a psychic deck these days. It'd be interesting to actually see a cool one. Magical Android. The one all of us had to use before Catastrophe came around, and a lot of people still use it. I know I do, and it's very awesome. 5-star Synchro. It requires a tuner, one or more non-tuners. During the end phase, you gain 600 life points for each face-up psychic monster you control. So that's pretty interesting, and so you can gain the 600 life points for just Magical Android being out. So that's pretty good as well. Not bad attack, 2,400. That's really good for a 5-star. Like, that's actually stronger than Catastor. So that's pretty cool. There's also some new psychic support coming out in the next dual terminal for Japan, like dual terminal 11, and they're called Gustas, I think, or something like that. I'll have to do a discussion over them, and that's actually psychics becoming competitive. Besides their synchro counterparts, because their synchro ones are actually pretty competitive. Thought Ruler Archfiend. I'm going to kind of move it down so you can read the attack and defense. It requires a tuner and one or more non-tuners. Very interesting card. I like the artwork of this guy. Its ability is when this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you gain life points equal to that monster's original attack. You can pay 1,000 life points to negate the activation of a spell, trap that targets one psychic type monster and destroy it, so it can protect itself as well. That's a pretty interesting card. A lot of people run this still, and it's not bad. Like I said, I really like the art of this guy. Let's see, what do we have next? Hyper Psychic Blaster. He's not as great as the other Psychic Synchros, but not really terrible for Psychics, I guess. The thing that really kills him is that you need Psychics to bring him out. Requires a tuner and one or more non-tuner Psychic monsters. Level 9, I believe. And its ability is during the battle between this attacking card and defense position card, whose defense is lower than the attack of this card, inflict damage as battle damage to your opponent. So it has a piercing ability. And if this card attacks the defense position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of this card, you gain life points equal to the difference in the damage step. So that's pretty cool. You inflict damage to your opponent as well as gain life points. And it's pretty cool art too. And these psychic monsters kind of look like some kind of cyber things, like from Tron or something. So they're pretty cool. Ultimate Exxon Kicker. can't really talk about psychics without talking about this guy. Since the image ain't too good, I have to copy and paste that too. It requires a psychic type synchro monster and a psychic type monster to fuse for it. And it just came out in Duelist Revolution for some of you that don't know that. This card, its ability is this card can only be special summoned by fusion summon from the extra deck. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects during the battle between an attack card and a defense card whose defense is lower than the attack of this card inflict damage as battle damage to your opponent, so it also has the piercing ability. And when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you gain life points equal to destroyed monster's attack. So it's basically Psychic Blaster or whatever the last one was. Like I said, I can't remember names. It's basically a beefed up version of that when you think of it. And it can be destroyed by card effects. And the art is just amazing on this guy, I think. And let's see, his attack is 2,900 and defense is 1,700. I thought I'd read that off because the card image is kind of blurry. Let's see, the last one, you just have to talk about this guy. It is a secret rare from Duelist Genesis. Really cool looking card too. And let's see, it is a level 6, 2,100 attack, 1,200 defense, which is kind of weird when you look at its attack and defense because they're kind of like reverse numbers. And its ability is this card cannot be special summoned. You can pay 2,000 life points to special summon 2 level 3 psychic type monsters from your deck. This effect can only be used once per turn while this card's face upon the field. So you could easily, special summon some other, like a Psychic Commander, like that, real easy, and then Synchro. You could probably get out Hyper Psychic Blaster pretty easy with that if I'm not incorrect in my math. But yeah, it's a really interesting card. If you're going to run a Psychic deck, you're probably going to need at least 2 of this guy. Really cool. I don't know how hard these things are to get. I hadn't even seen any of these, really. It makes me want to actually make a Psychic deck after doing this discussion, so you might actually see a Psychic deck from me. But yeah, that's the last card I'm going to talk about on this. Very interesting archetype, though. It always has been, and it's, it's a new one that we got out in Duelist Genesis, a new type of card as well, the Psychic types, for some of you that didn't know that are new to the game. So it was kind of nice to see a new type of card come out as well. And like I said, there's the next dual tournament we're going to see some more Psychic types. And I will do a discussion over those sometime soon, if you guys want to hear about that. And also, leave in the comments what you think about the Psychic types. Do you think they will ever be meta-worthy? Although some of the Synchro monsters are already in meta decks when you think of it in the extra decks. Can they be combined with other types? And what kind of Psychic deck have you made if you made one before? Give me some ideas. I might make one myself. Also, if there is a discussion you want me to go over an archetype, anything, new rules, whatever, please put that in the comments as well. I'd like to make those discussions for you guys, and maybe it helps you guys out as well. Please subscribe and tell your friends, and like I said, check out my blog and tell your friends and subscribe. Alright, and I think that's everything. Bye, YouTube.